you are dealing with people, you are dealing with sellers. Yes, you can get a slightly lower price on deals, but don't try to strong arm your sellers, because they will pick that up. They will understand that you're trying to take advantage of them and they're in this situation. Remember, you are serving the sellers, you are helping them find a solution for their property. What's up YouTube, Bizmathy here, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how COVID-19 impacted or affected my wholesale real estate business. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and comment down below on how COVID-19 has shaped your wholesale real estate business, or if you all have any questions on how to navigate COVID-19 in your wholesale real estate business, or if you have any questions about what to say differently to sellers, and I'm going to explore that a little bit more in this video. So how has COVID-19 impacted my business? Has it been positive or negative in my business? Just a disclaimer, just because my business may have been impacted positively or negatively doesn't mean my situation is the same as other wholesalers. So how has it been for me? So for me in my business, it's actually been pretty helpful. I don't know if I'm just becoming more experienced, I'm being more comfortable around sellers, what to say, or the summer climate, or maybe COVID-19 does have something to deal with it. I can specifically tell about a deal that it closed in April. I was talking with the seller in February and March, before this whole pandemic really became a big thing, especially here in America. And at first, the seller told me no and whatnot. And I checked out the lead later when this whole COVID thing arose. And I just followed up with the seller, said, hey, how is it going? How did it go with the previous buyer that you had? Did you all get to close on the property? And she said, no, they actually backed out because of the pandemic. And so because of that, I was able to still go in and provide a service for the seller to sell her house. And I was able to even get it at a slightly lower price than what I originally offered before COVID. So that's one way how COVID can affect your wholesale real estate business, is that you can get a little bit lower prices on houses right now because people are wanting cash and people are wanting to sell their houses. A lot of people are a little bit fearful of what's going to happen, and we actually do not know what's going to happen in the future. If cash is actually will be more valuable than real estate. So I'm taking a gamble too. But because of that, some people are willing to trade, the convenience of getting cash for their house, so they can have that security. So that's one way it has impacted my business, and it can impact yours, is by getting a slightly lower price on wholesale deal. Then after that deal, I was able to close 2 deals in 1 month, and I record my highest revenue in the month of April, and that's when COVID was at its peak. Right now it's peaking up again, but that's when it was during its craziest time, and I was able to close 2 good deals during the month of April. And for me, that was a breakthrough just in my business alone. And then closed the deal every month since then. I just closed the deal a few weeks ago. No, actually last Monday. And because of COVID, I was slightly about to back out of the deal, but I think because the seller really wanted to sell his house, he was able, he just said, hey, okay, we'll do this, we'll do that. Because at first he didn't want to pay his property taxes. And I was like, yo, okay, we'll go with someone else, because if you can't just pay your property taxes, which is your bill, it's like paying your mortgage, it's like paying your electric bill, water bill, that's part of your bill. We're not gonna pay that. And if you're not, then we're backing out. And he hurry up, called me back and was all like, hey, okay, yeah, we'll take it. And I think there's this emotions with people with the whole craziness and pandemic happening, that they're taking advantage of the opportunity right now while it lasts, because they don't know the future. And so since I've been increasing in deals, the second way I've seen COVID impact my business in a positive way is it has been able to give me a longer time to find cash buyers. Sellers are more understanding, and if I say, hey, title companies, the county, they're taking a little bit longer to process documents and closings, because number one, people are buying more houses because the interest rates are super low. I just recently closed a deal last week, and the closing agent was just saying that, yeah, they're jam-packed with people moving in and people buying houses to take advantage of the low interest rates. So they're busy because of that, and just because people are selling their house too. They don't know what's going to happen in the future, and they want to sell their house right now, before houses and prices on houses may go even lower. We don't know the full impact of COVID-19 on the real estate industry. So my sellers are more understandable. They say, okay, instead of 30-day closing, I do 45 days or even 60 days. And I just explain to them, hey, with all this craziness happening, we just need a little bit more time with our lenders, with our contractors, with the title company, with the courthouse, just to make sure everything's all right. And they're just taking a little bit longer to process things. And so that's another pro tip to tell your sellers. It just gives you longer time to find a cash buyer. I haven't used over 30 days to close a deal since then, but it's just good to have that extra time to tell your sellers, hey, I need more time because of this. And so that's an advantage that you can use when you're talking to your sellers, when you're locking up the deal, so you can make sure you find the highest paying cash buyer for your deal. And so the number 3 tip, I would say, or the number 3 way I found that COVID has affected my business, is with actually dispoing my deals, sending them over to my cash buyers. Yes, there are some investors who are a little bit weary, but right now, a lot of these cash buyers came back into the field, and they're understanding that now is the opportunity to take advantage of low prices. And if you're like one of the only wholesalers that's still wholesaling, that's still doubling down on your marketing, that can be huge for your business. So I have a lot of investors hungry for deals right now. They understand the market. They understand the sentiment of people right now, of sellers, and they know that wholesalers are getting good deals on property. So they are ready to buy your deals. And so that can, number one, create more cash buyers in your list that you can reach out to. And number 2, it can really help you push up the price for your properties, because you're already getting it at a slight discount. And then you can be able to sell it at a decent price for your cash buyer, so they can make money whether they're flipping it or holding it as a rental. So those were the 3 main ways I found that COVID-19 has impacted my business, how it has affected my business. I know it's July and I'm now talking about it, and it started in March, and I got a lot of comments from you guys, a lot of DMs about how has COVID-19 affected my business, and I just wanted to answer it to you all in a full video so you all can know. If you all have any questions about this, please let me know in the comments down below. And please, you all, don't let this stop you from starting your wholesale real estate business. I get a lot of people asking me, oh, should I still start right now during this time? And the answer is yes, start right now. Especially if you know that there's other people who are not going to start because of this thing. This is your opportunity to take advantage of less competition, right? And to really go out there and find deals, talk with sellers, whether that's through pulling a list from PropStream, or driving around for dollars, or whatever strategy you have. They're all different. Some work better for some people, some doesn't work that well for other people. There's not one good or one bad marketing or strategy that you can take. But don't let this pandemic stop you from taking action in this business. And another thing I would want to say about this is, you are dealing with people. You are dealing with sellers. Yes, you can get a slightly lower price on deals, but don't try to strong arm your sellers, because they will pick that up. They will understand that you're trying to take advantage of them and they're in this situation. Remember, you are serving the sellers. You are helping them find a solution for their property. And what you're giving them is the true market value of their property in its current condition. That's what you're trying to do. And you're trying to make money for your sellers, for yourself, and for your buyers. And so I hope you all still go out there take massive action. I am working on an amazing secret project for you all that I know you all will enjoy. A project where I can answer you all's questions and help you all through your deals and finding your first, second, or third deal, and continuing putting systems in place to get more deals in your wholesale real estate business. So stay tuned for that. I hope you all have a great day. I'll talk to you all later.